I'm Mike.
And I'm Adam.
And this is Stuff and Waffle. Two friends talking about stuff, and often as not, waffling with frequent reference to Bond cars.
Well, we have to caveat this pod early, shouldn't we? There is a real danger of melting today as we record.
It's it's warmish. Yeah. And we're not fans of it when we're trying to do things.
No, do you know what? It's actually not it's not too bad tonight, really. It's just like in the room I'm in, all it's had is sun all day. It's
all day. Yeah.
It's an exposed building on its own, so regardless of where the sun rises and sets, it's always being bombarded.
It's an oven, basically.
Yeah, and
it's been sat cooking all day, and now you're in it.
Yeah. I absolutely did not want to be in it during the day. No, I went to the lovely air-conditioned office for that sort of thing.
Isn't our air-conditioned office lovely?
Yeah.
Aren't we enjoying it at the moment?
Yes, we are. Yes, oh, my goodness me, because concentration in this place, my God, I can't do it. But we do need to concentrate.
Limited productivity. Yes, we do now. Yes, we do now.
Which is unfortunate.
It's particularly as the statements are being fired my way in our long-running, ever-changing contest that we have going here.
Yes, because we had a couple of weeks of a blip, and now, well, it feels like potentially normal service has resumed. But we shall see.
We don't know, do we? We don't know. That's the excitement of it.
Yeah, I think you're right. Because we are heading into this one with the scores at 32-30, if my notes are correct.
Yes, that's what I have. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It's me on statement duty, so I'll be firing them in your direction, as you said. Are you poised?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, if you can paste them in my direction, I will attempt to insert them in the brain box, and we'll see what happens.
Okay, that's fine. Let's do it. Right. All of mine are relatively short and sweet.
I think that's best. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to have at it. So the first one, which I will paste to you momentarily, is the Ferrari F512M, the last version of the Testarossa, uses the same pop-up headlight motor as the Volvo 480.
Oh, we love these parts sharing statements, don't we?
Yes, we do.
We both go there a lot.
Love them. Absolutely love them.
Yeah, because they're really even if it's total bobbins, they're really plausible.
Yeah, plausible as you like.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Number two. The first Austin Metro with a 5-speed gearbox was the 6R Form Rally car.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
And final one for you. The distinctive raised front wings of the 911 are known within Porsche as the Kanonenrohr, which is German for cannon barrels.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. I quite like that one. It might be utter crap, but I quite like that one.
There you go.
Okay.
Unbox, sir.
Well, we've got a lot going on here, haven't we? Okay. Let's start with the old Fezzer here then. So the final The last, what did you say? The last version of the Testarossa. Okay.
Yes.
Same
Now,
pop-up headlight motors.
I must caveat this because obviously doing my research on this, the articles I was looking at were not taking into account the new nonsense latest model that happens to use Testarossa somewhere in its name. That's technical.
That's true. They've copied. They've done the Ford thing and reused an old name, haven't they? Yes.
Whereas
it doesn't apply to that.
It does
No.
not apply to that. This is the
No.
Testarossa you're thinking of. So,
I mean, that would be really weird if the current one used headlights from a Volvo 480.
yeah, it'd be weird for a modern car to have pop-up headlights, full stop.
Well, this is the thing. Yes, which more's the pity.
Quite.
Yes. Okay, now let's have a think about this. Let's have a think about this. I'm not massively familiar with the whole Ferrari thing, as I think we have established. But something tells me, and I don't mean a Google search, something tells me that did the final version of the Testarossa had different lights to the rest of them? I seem to recall. And didn't they? I can't remember if it was the Testarossa or something else. Did the final version even have pop-up headlights? I'm not sure. I don't know enough to be certain of that. And I might not be thinking of the Testarossa, I might be thinking of something else. I'm sure there was I'm not sure. But something in my brain says the final version didn't have the final sort of facelift of it, didn't have pop-up headlights, which would make that statement bobbins. Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure. I might be thinking of something else. I don't know my Ferraris well enough. Okay.
Sorry, you can
Okay, let's
unpack
park
further.
that. Let's park that for a minute. First Austin Metro with 5-speed gearbox, 6R4 rally car. Now, I'm going to drive in a Metro.
Did you?
Not a 6R4, obviously. That would
be impressive.
That would be incredible, wouldn't it? Yes, I did. And then to drive in a Metro, and I'm pretty sure my dad had a Metro press car, but I can't remember much about it. Whether it was a manual or not, neither of these things are particularly relevant.
Neither of which are particularly helping you either.
No, not really. I'm just rattling off Metros I once knew. Oh
dear. I'm not sure that's an episode that's going to do well.
No, I don't think many people are tuning in for that one.
No. Sorry to break it to you.
That's not going to challenge some of our most successful episodes in the listenership front. No, Metros that I once knew. It was beige, you see.
Of that, I've no doubt.
Yeah, that's very believable. Oh, I don't know. Did it feature a 5-speed? I don't know. Did it feature a 5-speed gearbox? I mean, the rally car presumably did. Because it would be weird to have a rally car with an automatic. But was it the first Well, see, I don't know my metros either. There were metros before the 6R4, surely, and they would have had a manual box. Surely they wouldn't only have made automatic metros before the 6R4. Oh, okay. Okay. But that can't be right, because so far I've got two statements that I've suggested might be bobbins, so they can't both be bobbins unless you've made some terrible mistake. Okay. 911 and its front wings. No, I'm not going to attempt to pronounce it. But German for cannon barrels. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. You can always rely on those zany Germans to pull a funny. Don't know. I've never heard that, but quite like it. And if I don't believe that one, then I don't believe any of them, and that's a problem. So I've got to choose. Two of them must be true. So it's it's now a matter of which one do I not believe the most. Interesting. How have we got here? Back to the Ferrari. You've given me a very specific model number. The F512M being the final version. But you have specifically said pop-up headlights. Part of me says the final version didn't have pop-up headlights. So you'd be talking absolute arse. Okay. On this whole metro thing, I find that difficult to believe. Oh, mind you, though. Hang on. I've just spotted something. Hang on. 5-speed gearbox. I bet the early ones only had a 4-speed. I bet you've been tricky there. 5-speed. Yeah. Because I remember when my dad had the Metro press car, and I think the same was true with the Maestro press car. It was a big thing that it had a 5th gear, because a lot of the early ones didn't. I remember the Maestro had an eco setting.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, yeah, quite. I think that was just the fact that it had green paint on it. That's about as eco as the Maestro ever got.
Dreadful.
Dreadful. 5-speed. That could be true. Now I've spotted 5-speed. Didn't read it clearly enough. I bet the earlier ones did have manual box, but I bet they were only 4-speed. Right. Okay. Getting more comfortable with that now. It's a process. We have to go through this, you know.
It is. It's fine.
Now, the old cannons on the front of the 911 here. I've got nothing to base that on. I don't know. I've never heard that. I've heard the wing on the back be referred to as ducktail. So, but I don't know if it was the Germans themselves that gave it that name or the rest of the world. Okay. Oh, I've got to decide here, haven't I?
That is kind of the point, yeah.
That's generally the idea, yes. I'm going to say the Metro is true. Now, the other two. Am I right about the Fezzers headlights, or am I thinking of something else? I'm not confident in it. But I don't think the final version of the Testarossa had pop-up headlights at all. And you have specifically said pop-up headlights were from the Volvo 480, not just headlights. You have said pop-up headlights. I don't think the last version had pop-up headlights. Sure, that's true. Well, I'm not sure that's true, but you know what I mean. Figure of speech and all that. Something in my brain. I've got that. It's one of those facts that's lodged away in there that's probably taking up space that would be far better served storing something more useful. But nevertheless, there it is. Okay, I am going to go with it. And I know sometimes I say do the opposite, but I'm not going to on this occasion. I'm going to do the opposite of the opposite, which is back where I started. So I am going to say the Ferrari is false based on the fact, I know I don't have to give a reason, but based on the fact that I don't think the final version had pop-up headlights. So you are talking arse. Metro is true, and I've got nothing to go on with the 911, so I'm going to say that's true as well, based on the fact that I feel more strongly that the Ferrari is false.
Solid reasoning.
False, true, true.
Okay. Right. We've got our answers. Now, what are we going to do with them? Are we going to keep having the topsy-turvy time? Or is it normal service resumed? Gosh, everyone's on the edge of their seats. I can hear them shuffling to the edge.
Oh, yeah. They can't stand the tension for much longer.
No, I wouldn't have thought so. But I mean, I might. I'm as well established. It's a bit hot on the collar. I'm just going to cool off with a swig of beer.
That's very sensible on health grounds, I feel. Yes.
So, what do we think? Well, to no one's surprise, normal service has been resumed. Correct.
Oh, very good.
So, let's whiz through them.
Please do. Tell me things.
I will tell you things. So, you are exactly right on the Testarossa. I tried to play on your Ferrari knowledge or lack thereof, but that didn't work. You are indeed correct. 512M was a hideous last version of the Testarossa with a weird front end with not pop-ups, weird lights behind glass, but still got the slanted bonnet. Really didn't work.
And very strange. I don't know where I got that from. I've plucked that from somewhere. I don't know how I know that.
And the horrendous rear end with the like obligatory Ferrari rear lights, the circular ones, but the Testarossa never had those. It doesn't look right with them. Dreadful.
No, it didn't. It had square lights behind the sort of slatted design of the rear end. Yeah.
And if you think, because there was like we had the Testarossa, the one from when was that? Testarossa was 84. And then we got the TR, the 512 TR in 91 with the slight facelift, but it still kept all of the right design cues. And then it was 94 with the 512M. Awful.
Yeah. Yeah, I've just Googled, and yeah, that was not their finest work.
No, and you can sort of see what they were trying to do. They were trying to bring it in line with what was in the range at the time. Just go, no, stop it now. Dreadful.
Yeah, it just doesn't work at all, does it? No. Ferrari do have form for doing things like that. And I think it was Clarkson who said, you assume Ferraris are good looking because they're Ferraris, but a lot of them actually haven't been.
No, I mean, if you go back to the original Testarossa and the 512 TR, for that matter, lovely cars, really nice.
Yeah.
Got a lot of time for those, but yeah, no. As soon as it went to that last incarnation, get in the sea. Goodbye. The Metro, yep, completely right. You were bob on. They did have 4 speeds. It wasn't until
You almost caught me out with that.
I did. It wasn't until 1990 when it became the Rover Metro that you can actually get a Metro for the road with a 5-speed box.
They've rebadged it, you fool.
There you go.
Yes.
So that's a bit of that. And the other one, there's not much to go on other than Porsche. Yeah, they do refer to it as that.
Wow. I've never heard that, surprisingly.
I mean, not all the time. It's probably an internal thing. You're not going to use it in your marketing. I mean, bringing up cannons and Germans, probably not ideal.
There could be issues.
There could be connotations.
Yes.
But you can also see where they're coming from, because when sat in a 911, you see the top of them. You could see where they're coming from.
Yeah, you could do. Yeah, you could do.
So there we go. Rumbles on for another week. 32.
Oh, that's
31.
fantastic.
Lovely.
Great questions.
Oh, sorry, I missed one about the Ferrari. So, it was loosely based on fact, because another Ferrari from around that time did indeed use the pop-up headlight motors from a Volvo 480.
Okay.
So, launched in 1992, bang around the time we're talking for Testarossas and hideous 512Ms, was the Ferrari 456.
Okay.
That had the motors.
From a Volvo 480. Well, there you go. I love the part sharing stuff. It's so amusing.
There you go. There you go. Based on facts.
Oh, that's excellent.
Very good. Right, let's get rid of that then. What are we on to next? Oh, homework. That's what we're on to next.
We set ourselves some homework, didn't we? Yes.
We did. I'm just going to open mine up. Good. Right, yep. Still there, not sold in the last half hour. So we did. We were discussing last week. You brought up that horrendous fact that what we still call the new Mini is 25 years old now. Grim.
It is. It's just awful, isn't it? Awful.
Yeah. And we said that it's the only car that we've both owned.
Yeah, you mentioned that. I hadn't sort of consciously realised that, but it's absolutely true. Yes.
So
I think that's a fine choice. If we're going to have a car to share, I'm quite happy with that.
Yeah, that's all right. And what we set ourselves was a little challenge to say, right, if we were to go back to what we know, and get one of these early minis. So we said R50, R52, and R53. So R50 being the naturally aspirated hatch, R52 being the convertible, if you so wish, or the R53 being the supercharged Cooper S.
Yes. 2002 to 2005, I believe, is the date range we're looking at.
Is it indeed? I'm willing to accept that.
It is.
As fact.
Because 2006 was the first major facelift Um,
2006
So-
became the R56 or R57,
It did.
depending on the model variant you bought. But yes,
correct.
you-
We're not looking at those.
No, the ones we look at all come to an end at very latest August 2006.
Yes.
So we set ourselves a challenge to find a classified listing of a Mini that we would like from one of the code numbers we read out, and we had a budget of £2,500.
Yes.
And without any research whatsoever, you boldly said on this pod, that'll be plenty. With no
I
research
did say
whatsoever.
that.
And fortunately,
I did say
you
that.
were correct.
It has turned out to be true. Fortunately, yes. We
Yeah.
haven't had to come back and said we couldn't find any.
No. I would say, I mean, spoilt for choice, is that the right phrase? I don't know. I mean,
No, I think that's probably going a bit far. There are quite a few. I wouldn't necessarily advocate setting your budget that low, but it can be done. You can get quite a decent one for that price.
I was going to say I would massively caveat that and say no, you go for it. 2.5 for one of these, you can get quite a nice thing for that.
You can.
Yeah,
you can.
I mean, it's significantly more than I paid for the last one, so I'm going up in the world.
It's considerably less than I paid for mine, but I had mine quite a long time ago. So,
yes.
In fact, I think mine was only 3 years old when I bought it. So we were in a very different place then.
Mine was 18 years old when I bought it, and as I said last week, I bought it for 3 figures.
Yes,
with
I paid
zero history from a sort of vaguely dodgy bloke.
Yes, that's true. I bought mine for 5 figures from a BMW main dealer with a warranty. So it's a slightly different thing.
Oh, mind you, how long did yours stay with you?
I had mine. I sold it when the little chap came along, which was 2011, and I bought it, I think, hold on. I might be able to give you a precise figure. In fact, I will be able to give you a precise figure, but not in the way that I'm currently trying. One moment, please. Because I have it all in my files here. Here we are, Mini Cooper. Okay, yes, it was with me for, drum roll please, I owned it for 5 years.
That's fascinating, isn't it? Because I had, this doesn't seem entirely right, but I had mine for 5 years as well.
Spooky.
Now, this is interesting because I wonder if, oh my God, we won't go into the man maths, but it would be very interesting to go, right, what we bought them for, what we sold them for, and what we spent on them during our ownership. It would be really interesting to compare price points and go, who got off lightly?
Yeah, well, mine was under warranty for the duration of my ownership, because BMW put huge warranties on those when they were new, that covered everything, and they lasted quite a long time. So my maintenance the costs on it were very minimal, because it was always under warranty. That's not to say things didn't go wrong, and a couple of times they were quite major things, but it never cost me anything.
Okay, so
because it just went back to BMW and they sorted it under warranty. So
in terms, this is really, I mean, I say interesting, but it's very sad. So, like I said, I bought mine for pence. Actually sold it for money, not profit, but I actually got something for it.
Actual cash money.
Yeah, actual cash money. No one saw that coming. And during my ownership of that, I think because most of the servicing and maintenance was done by either me or Rob. Thank you, Rob. The actual ownership bill was mainly for parts. Was sub £1,000 for 5 years of ownership.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's one of those things, isn't it? It's like you do the sums on cheap motoring and go, my God, that car owed me absolutely nothing and cost me virtually nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then sometimes they get a bit of stick for being a bit unreliable at times, but it towards the end, as the pod will have recorded, it did develop a leak and water got in many places and caused all of the electrical problems. And that was when I was like, I'm out at this point.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it was beginning to get a bit silly, wasn't it? The things that were wrong with it.
Yeah, the things that would have needed replacing. There were some electronic parts, and I was like, I'm not spending that on it.
No, that's fair enough. I don't have precise records for what was spent on mine, but as I say, there was very little in the way of repair costs because it was all under warranty. I do know what I bought it for, and I do know what I sold it for. But it was all such a long time ago. It's probably not particularly relevant.
No, but let's face
however,
before we unveil what we found, I think we can both sort of illustrate, even at the new end of the scale or the arse end of nearly a 20-year-old car scale, they're actually all right.
I absolutely loved mine.
It never.
I sold it because
well, not big enough.
A child arrived.
Yes.
Yes. And it got replaced with the Jaguar X-Type. Oh dear.
Let's not go into the maths on that one.
No, that's really not. I'll cry.
But it's like my Mini, while it did have its grumpy moments, the only thing it ever let me down on was a few times was a flat battery, which actually, once I'd figured it out, was some dodgy stereo wiring. So that remedied that. But a flat battery, it's like, that's all right.
I can happen in any car.
I can either use my jump pack or I can bump start it. It's not a problem. I can make the
You'll
car
get
go.
It going.
Yeah,
you'll get it going. Yeah.
As well, our work car park is on a hill. So if you come out at the end of the day and it doesn't start, I go, well, I'm bump starting it down the car park. Then it's not a bother.
You do, and there's a bit of a run, isn't there, down the side? So you'd have enough space probably to get it going.
Not probably, definitely. Did it many times.
Did it? Well, there you go then.
Yeah. Yes.
There you go.
Yeah, so we don't worry about things like that.
It's a good look at the end of the day, that.
Yeah, not as good a look as when everything was frozen shut and I had to get out of the boot, but.
Oh yes, and the CEO was just walking past as you were.
As I was getting out of the boot in the car park. Yeah. I don't know what they must have thought, but oh well.
No, who is this weirdo we've employed here?
Strong look.
It was great. I loved mine, and it was also the first car that I really got into modifying because it was so easy to modify the Mini. There was so much available on the market.
Oh, plentiful.
To tweak it, even from BMW themselves. But there was so much you could do with it. It really invited it, and it was such a modular design. You could just sort of clip things on and off. It was. Yeah, I did quite a few things to to mine. That transformed it from a fairly ordinary looking one to something a bit more sporty.
Well, lovely. Right.
Yes.
Shall we put the ladies and gentlemen out of their misery and announce what we've found? Well, look, there's yours again.
I've just sent you a picture to remind you. Yes, indeed.
I did. Yeah, you did well with that.
Yeah, the wheels, the spots on the front, the bonnet stripes. There's loads of bits and bobs I did for that. Changed lots of bits on the interior. Yeah, I spent the hours of love and attention that I lavished on that car.
Oh, someone misses it. Someone's going to buy what they found in the classifieds.
Oh, it's very cheap.
Right.
Yeah.
Go on then. What have you found?
Okay. Well, I went searching for Cooper S. And I'm hoping here we haven't chosen the same car. Although if we have, I wouldn't be totally surprised.
This is really interesting because I immediately went Cooper S and like going, well, I want the one with the supercharger on it, please.
Well, exactly. And these earlier ones with the 1.6 engine were supercharged. The later ones were turbocharged. Different feel altogether. And the thing I particularly liked about these was that the supercharger made the same whine as the original Mini's gearbox used to make. It was exactly the same noise. I don't know if that was intentional. I don't know if they deliberately did that, but it was really, really nice.
Yeah, I've heard similar, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
but yeah, I'll take it.
Anyway, I have found. I will just copy the link for you. I have found a 2003 Mini Cooper S in electric blue. It's just shy of 110,000 miles. And it's lovely. It's in really nice nick. It's on the larger 17-inch wheels, which was one of the upgrades I did on mine. And yours for £2,399.
Interesting. Well, it shortens this bit of the episode because that's the one I picked.
I did wonder. I did wonder. We choose the same car.
I mean, there were a few around that price point, but it was the best one.
It was the best. I looked at several. In fact, there was one with bonnet stripes and spotlights on, which I thought was quite nice. But I quite like the purity of this one, that it's all in one colour, doesn't have a different colour roof, doesn't have any of the decals or additional lights or any of that stuff on it. It's just a really nice, clean example. We have done this once before. There was an Alfa Romeo we both chose.
Oh, I think there was. But even your reasoning was the same as mine, because I saw the one with the spots and the stripes. I was like, no. I want a clean one.
I want a pure one. And I really like the colour of these. I probably, if I'd been more picky or had a bigger budget, looked for a red one. But I really like this electric blue.
It's really nice colour. Really nice.
Chosen the same one.
Yeah.
That was a risk.
Yeah,
that was a serious risk. We obviously, Minis are where our tastes really coincide.
Yeah, there's more than crossover, isn't there?
There is.
But
wow.
I do like those. It's worth calling out that the little LCD displays on the Speedo and the rev count appear to be fully functioning.
Wow, that is a thing, isn't it?
That is not standard practice.
It's not. This one actually is in really nice condition. The wheels look perfect. The interior looks good. There's no rips or tears on any of the seats. This one's been really looked after.
It's got the original mini radio as well.
It does. Yeah, original stereo in there. The boot is immaculate. This has been really looked after.
Yeah,
it's a really nice example.
It is. And what did they say in the description? It was that new clutch slave cylinder. I really hope they didn't have the same problem that I did getting to those. Brake pads, discs, coolant tank, full service, gearbox oil, fair play, all new tyres, 12 months MOT.
Yeah, and on the tyres, a sure sign that it's been looked after. It's on expensive tyres.
Yes.
It's on Pirelli P0s, which is you always, when you're looking at a used car, look at the tyres. It will tell you if it's been looked after or not, and if they're really decent ones, and those are expensive tyres.
Yeah, it's refreshing to not see some ditch finders on it.
Xenon projector headlights with the optional headlamp wash. I noticed that wasn't standard. That was an option.
Oh, that'll be one of those switches that I never had on mine.
That was the one I didn't have on the toggle switches down on the day. I was missing one, and it was for the headlamp washers.
Right.
Because mine didn't have it.
That makes.
I had the Xenon headlights, but mine didn't have the wash.
No, I had none of that.
No.
I had no working screens, LCD screens, and none of the extras really. Mind you, I assume they all came with aircon. Did they all come with aircon?
As far as I know, I think even the Mini 1 had aircon. Yeah, I think that was standard.
And my aircon worked.
Well, that's tremendous.
Yeah, no one expected that.
No, that's really amusing that we've chosen the same car.
But what it does,
however,
is
go on.
Even just browsing the ad again, I haven't looked since I found it the other day. It's just like, you know what, I do miss it.
Yeah, I would have another. I absolutely would. It's my current plan for when Sam starts driving to get him a Mini. It's my excuse to buy another one.
Yeah, I have suggested it to Alex, but I mean, her next car, I've funded the first one. The next car's up to her, so.
Yeah, fair dues. Yeah. These are just fantastic. However, I did, if I may just mention,
you may
find one very much the other end of the scale that really made me smile, because this is a Mini 1.
I'm going in.
I really liked its basic. It's on the tiny little pepper pot wheels. It's all the chrome is body color, and it's just, you got the back grille on the Mini 1.
Blimey, it's had a life, isn't it?
It has had a life.
There is a lot of human essence on the controls.
There is. It could do with a clean, but it is less than 700 quid. So
I mean, you say it needs a clean. Oh my God, it's a health hazard.
I think something horrible has gone on inside there.
There's a grot bomb gone off in there.
There really is.
That is. Everyone reckons it was in China where COVID started. I'm not sure. I think it might have been in there.
It was in this Mini 1.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That is horrendous, isn't it?
That's terrible. Yeah, but I just thought it was worth a mention, because I thought,
absolutely.
if you haven't even got £1,000 to spend, fear not. There's still a Mini for you.
Yeah. Oh, blimey, that's beyond. It needs clean.
Does need a clean.
Tell you what, the close up of the gear knob is. I mean, the gear knob itself isn't too bad, but the sort of out of focus background illustrates how much grot there is kicking about.
Oh yes, don't look in the Union Jack cup holders.
No, don't look in there.
No. I noticed the front seats have covers on them. I think that's probably for the best.
Yeah, looking at the photo with the seat covers, you can see in the footwell that you could make a new dog out of the pet hair in there.
Yeah, there's a lot going on, isn't there, in that?
Headlining is it's gone.
Oh, it has gone. And they're not prone to sagging, but someone's made that one do it.
Yeah, the dog hair continues into the rear seats.
Why don't people clean cars before they advertise them?
What I find weird as well, it's not a very big car. It's not a dog transporter. It's not a big Volvo estate where you expect to see a dog slobbering in the rear, in the boot.
No, it's not. It's a Mini.
Oh dear. But yes.
Yeah.
Good to shout it out.
Just worth a mention there for 695 of your Earth pounds. However, I think we should spend a little bit more and have the blue Cooper S.
Yeah, I love the way that all the exterior photographs are with the driver and passenger window wide open. I'd imagine that's because it is humming in there.
Oh, they have to be open at all times, otherwise there's risk of death. Yeah.
Oh dear! Oh dear! Oh dear! Oh yeah! Blimey!
So they're not all minters.
No, that one isn't. You're correct. That one needs some TLC. I'm going to close that because I'll probably catch something just look at the pictures.
Just looking at the pictures.
Yeah. No, I'll stick with the blue one. Lovely.
Yeah, I really like that. That is tremendous.
Look at that.
I think we've done well there.
Oh, we filled an episode. Yeah. I'm meant to be doing a car review. That's going to have to wait till next week.
Blimey, have we done that? Gibbering on about Minis.
Oh well. Park it till next week. It's fine. It's not going anywhere.
Wow, park it again. Well, we're going halves on this Mini, I think, aren't we, at this point?
I would have thought so, yeah. I mean, I would say we'd have one each, but there's only one of them in that spec.
Yeah, that's not really doable, so we're going to have to share one, I'm afraid.
Okay. It's good, isn't it? Like that. Oh, really very good. Oh, well, again, it's slightly BMW related because that's who made them.
It is.
And I promise I will next week go back to BMW and do the review I keep talking about because I feel like I'm doing everyone a disservice.
Long overdue, and I want to hear it. Yeah. So next week it will be that.
Yeah, we've got no homework.
I'm not going to set us any silly homework tasks. We're going to do that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll shut up. And next week I will present my findings from my review because I did scribble some notes down so that I didn't forget key points. So it's a good job.
You being like a real journalist.
I wouldn't go that far. No. Very good. All right. BMWs next week. The theme continues.
Well, I think that's probably enough of that for this week. Check us out on all the various social medias and things. Thank you very much for listening.